Welcome back students. Let's continue with the problems on Kirchhoff's laws. Yesterday we did one problem. I think you people might have understood it better because I didn't get any doubts on SMS or message or WhatsApp. Nobody sent me message except 3 members. Only 3 people have sent me the answers. Okay. Let it be. Today please take the notebook, calculator and pen, start writing the problems first. Whatever the problems I am going to cover today are on Kirchhoff's laws. You have to write down the circuit. In every problem we are going to find the branch currents. Find I1, I2 and I3. And I will solve the problem as yesterday only. Slowly I will solve the problem. Please understand the problem. These problems will be asked for 5 marks in the examination. Okay. Yesterday's was the first problem and today we have the second problem. Here there are 2 sources are given, 10 volt and 15 volt source, and the 3 resistors are connected across it. See, first this is loop 1, this is loop 2 and this is the node N. According to KCL, apply KCL to node N. What happens? I1 is coming in this direction, I2 is also coming in this direction, and I3 is in going out of the node. So, I1 plus I2 is equal to I3. I1 plus I2 is equal to I3 is the KCL. Now, we will apply KVL to loop 1. Here, I will start from this point. 2I1 plus, I am moving in this direction, current is also in the same direction. So, I1 R1. In each and every problem, no need to mention the formulae. You just go through the IR drops. R is 2 ohm, I1 we do not know. So, put it like that only. 2I1 plus 3I3 is equal to 10. We are moving in this direction, so EMF will be considered as 10. And this equation, call this equation as 1. Next, apply KVL to loop 2. For this loop, I will start from here. Okay. You can consider the direction of analysis like this. I will go like this because if I go like this, everything I will get negative. However, you can take, you will get the same values. Taking the direction is not that important. You can take in any direction, but while putting the values, you should be very much clear in the sign convention. Okay. In any direction you can take and solve the problem, but final answer should be same. Okay. I am taking like this, so it will be 6I2 plus 3I3 is equal to 15. I am moving in this direction, 15 volt. Call this as equation 2. You can simplify this equation if you want, otherwise you can leave like that only, no problem. I will simplify it. Divide this equation by 3. I will get 2I2 plus I3 is equal to 5. I will call this equation as 3. Okay. Now Here in the first equation I have two, I1 and I3 are the variables, whereas here in I2 and I3 are variables. So I3 is common in both. So I will replace the second equation. I will put the value of I2. Okay. I2 is equal to, from this equation, I2 is equal to I3 minus I1. So if I put I3 minus I1 plus I3 is equal to 5, what I will get? 2I3 minus 2I1 plus I3 is equal to 5. That will become equal to, I will get the final equation minus 2I1 plus 2I3 is equal to 5. Okay. 2I3 plus I3, 3I3 it will be minus 2I1 plus 3I3 is equal to 5. Okay. Next, what is the equation 1? Here 2I1, equation 1 is 2I1 plus 3I3 is equal to 10. If I add these equations, these two will get cancelled. I will get 6I3 is equal to 15. I3 is equal to 15 by 6. You can keep it like that only, or you can put it in a fraction, that is equal to 2.5 amperes. You can put it like 15 by 6 or 5 by 3 also you can put, or 2.5 amperes. Okay, this is the value of I3. Okay, we have got the value of I3. We will find out the value of I2 by this equation. Substitute in equation 3, substitute the value of I3. 2I2 plus I3 value is 2.5 is equal to 5. So 2I2 is equal to 5 minus 2.5. I2 is equal to 2.5 divided by 2, that is equal to 1.25 amperes is the value of I2. I1 is equal to what? I1 is equal to I3 minus I2. I3 is equal to 2.5 minus I2 is 1.25. So that will be equal to 1.25 amperes. Okay. I1 and I2 are same. I3 is I guess this is not visible. I will keep it, I will write it here. What we have got, I3 we have got, I2 also we have got. So I1 is equal to, you can write like I3 minus I2. I3 is 2.5 minus 1.25, then I1 is equal to 1.25 amperes. Okay. Next is, if you have any doubts in solving any problem, please text me. Next problem. The circuit which is having the source of 10 volt, I1 is flowing in this direction, I2 is in this direction and I3 is in this direction. 2, 3, 6 it is 2 ohm, 3 ohm and 6 ohm, and here we have 1 ohm resistor and also 2 ohm resistor here, and here again we can have I1 is flowing. So for applying KCL at node N, at N, I1 is equal to I2 plus I3 it will be. I1 is coming inside the node, coming into the node, I2 and I3 are going out from the node. Applying KVL to loop 1 in this direction, what happens? I will start from here. 2I1 plus 6I2 plus 2I1 is equal to 10. Okay. This will be equal to 2I1 plus 2I1, that is 4I1 plus 6I2 is equal to 10. I will divide this equation by 2. Then 2I1 plus 3I2 is equal to 5. Call this equation 1. Next, apply KVL for loop 2. I will take in the same direction as first one. Loop 2, start from here. 3I3 plus 1I3 plus, minus, because the direction of current is opposite to my direction. So it is 6I2 is equal to no voltage source in that loop. So I will call this equation as 2. We have 2 I3s here. 4I3 minus 6I2 is equal to 0. I will divide this equation by 2. 2I3 minus 3I2 is equal to 0. Here I have I1 and I2. So I will make this equation with I1 and I2 variables. So I will substitute for I3. Okay. I3, for I3 what it will be? I3 is equal to I1 minus I2 I can call. So 2I1 minus I2 minus 3I2 is equal to 0. What you will get? 2I1 minus 2I2 is equal to 0. I will call this equation as 3. I will call this equation as 3. Okay. What is the first equation? 2I1 plus 3I2. So 2I1 plus 3I2 is equal to 5. If I subtract this, this will be minus, it will change the sign. So minus 8I2 minus 5, I2 is equal to minus minus gets cancelled, 5 by 8 amperes will be 5 by 8 amperes. How much it will be? You can keep it like 5 by 8 also. Otherwise, if you want to calculate it as 8 I2 is equal to 0.625 amperes. Okay, now find out the value of I3. We have got a value for I2. Value for I2 we have got. You can calculate for I3 using this equation. 2I3 is equal to 3 into 0.625. We will get the value for I3 is equal to 0.934 something, 0.934 amperes is the I3 value. I3 value we have got as 1.875 by 2 I have got 0.934 amperes. Then find out I1, that is equal to I2 plus I3. Substitute 0.625 plus 0.934, calculate it and put the value of I1. So, value of I1 will be 1.5 something you will get. So, for this problem I1 value will be 1.5 1.55 or 1.56 amperes. I2 will be, what's the value of I2? 0.625 amperes, and I3 value will be I2 will be 0.625 amperes, I3 will be 0.934 amperes. Okay. If you have any doubt, try to solve this problem by your own, then check the answers. Any difficulty in solving any problem, please let me know. Next problem. Next problem, we have 2 kilo ohm resistors, 3 kilo ohm resistors and 1 kilo ohm resistor. kilo, 3 kilo and 1 kilo ohm resistors, and I1 is in this direction, I2 is in this direction and I3 is in this direction. Here we have taken I3 and there are two sources, 12 volt and it is of 19 volt. Okay, now here also same thing, find the branch currents. We will take the opposite direction here. Loop 1, loop 2, applying KVL at node N. At node N, what happens? I1 plus I2 is equal to I3 it will be, or you can also write I3 is equal to I1 plus I2. Applying KVL to loop 1, we'll start from here. 2 kilo into I1 plus 1 kilo into I3 is equal to 12 volt. Call this as equation 1. Applying KVL to loop 2, 3 kilo into I2 plus 1 kilo into I3 is equal to 19. Call this as equation 2. Sorry, it's not 19, it's 9 volt. It is 9 volt battery. Now we'll solve it for the equation 2. We have I2 and I3. So I2 is a new one. I will replace for I2. I2 will be equal to I3 minus I1. So 3 kilo into I3 minus I1 plus 1 kilo into I3 is equal to 9. So 3 kilo into I3 minus 3 kilo into I1 plus 1 kilo into I3 equal to 9. Here the equation will be minus 3 kilo into I1 plus 4 kilo into I3 is equal to 9. I will call this as equation 3. Okay. We have got two simultaneous equations with two variables. First equation is 2 kilo into I1 plus 1 kilo into I3 is equal to 12. In the third equation I will write here minus 3 kilo into I1 plus 4 kilo into I3 is equal to 9. So I will multiply this equation by 4, then it will be 8 kilo into I1 plus 4 kilo into I3 is equal to 48 minus 3 kilo into I1 plus 4 kilo into I3 is equal to 9. I will subtract this, then signs will be changed. 4 kilo I3 gets cancels. Then I will get 11 kilo I1 is equal to 48 minus 9 is 39. So I will get I1 is equal to 39 by 11 kilo, that is equal to 39 by 11 milliamperes of current. That is I1 value. So I2, we have to find out I2 or I3, anything, by using, I will use this equation. 2 kilo into I1 plus 1 kilo into I3 is equal to 12. I1 I will substitute. 1 kilo into I3 is equal to 12 minus 2 kilo into 39 by 11 milli, kilo and milli gets cancelled, it is 10 to the power of plus 3 and it is 10 to the power of minus 3. I3, 1 kilo into I3 is equal to, take LCM and solve it. $131 minus so it will be around 131 minus 78. It will be 131 minus 78 will be I3 value will get as 31 plus 22, 53 by 11, right? It is 11 12s are 132 minus 78 it will be, so it will be 54 by 11 milliamperes, 54 by 11 milliamperes. Okay, next is I3 we know and also I1 we know. We should calculate I2. I2 is equal to I3 minus I1. I3 is 54 by 11 minus 39 by 11. So I2 value will get as 15 by 11 milliamperes. It is milli. So this is how we could calculate branch currents of the circuits. Okay. Try to solve, if you have textbook, try to solve the problems in textbook. Otherwise, we will solve it in the next class. Any difficulty in solving the problems, please let us know. Okay, we'll continue the problems in some, we'll solve some more problems in the next class. Thank you.